What is your focus this year? I mean, where are you really focused as an organization, as a team, and as leadership?
Technology. Doing more with less. This is the way that we're seeing the 2011, 2012, and beyond. A couple of the products that we've released this year is our Sentinel product, a great RFID EAS combination for protecting bags and high-end fashion products is one product that we've done. The Wave, that's the 4-alarm products. We currently are the only company in the world that offer a 4-alarm product. And our RFID, we see back 7 years ago now, we released an RFID product. It was awesome, great, used the pedestals, we got 6 feet. Trouble is we were before our time. And that's happened to us a couple of times. A little bit before our time, the labels were very expensive. Well, today things have changed. And we've re-released our RFID using our micro shell tag. One side of it has RFID, the other side of it has the EAS function. We have the ability to now monitor changing rooms. If you leave garments in a changing room, you get notified that they're still in there. Lots of different things, database management, inventory control, and monitoring the products as they move around your store. So we're doing it more for less. The other side that we're doing is on the service side. Just quickly touch on what we're doing. Our goal here in 2011 on the service side is to reduce the retailer's cost per service call and also reduce the time that it takes to do that.
And your service model has a senior executive leading it as well. Being that you went there, can you talk about that customer service model inside WG?
Yeah, we have a gentleman that, his name is John Werner. He's been in the industry for over 25 years. He is our head of technical support and the service side of things. In fact, I believe it's next week, we've got about 30 technicians flying in from all over the country to be recertified on our new product line, our BTL technology. And this is what we do continuously, not only here in the US, but worldwide.
And your team is worldwide. I mean, you have distributorships throughout the world. You have direct to consumer or to business in Germany. I mean,
yeah, we have a direct operation here in the United States, in Japan, in China, Germany, and Austria. They're all direct. And then throughout the rest of the world, we go through business partners.
And you made a comment a moment ago about BTL.
Yes.
What is that?
It's a new technology. Again, staying with the green side of the house is we're able to generate the same magnetic field by using much less power coming out of the mains.
And the advantages of that? Less power?
Much less power. Taking an ROI and looking at an antenna and saying, where can I save some money? But if you have 10 stores, 20 stores, 200 stores, 3,000 stores, you have costs. And those costs are associated energy usage.
Certainly.
And we've been able to reduce our energy savings by about 30%.
Significant in today's world.
But what's more important, though, is we're able to keep our distance the same. It hasn't affected the integrity of the system at all. In fact, it's made it better.
Excellent. You also mentioned that you have over 38 subcontractors or contractors coming into corporate for a recertification process.
That's correct.
I mean, do you plan on doing that with all of your contractors in the U.S.? And is that an ongoing effort? And John Werner, I mean, he's been intricately involved in developing the program for that. You know, and how is that measured and so on?
Yes, actually, as it's the beginning of the year, we'll be doing these quarterly. So we can only accept 30 applicants at a time, just purely because of the space. Those that registered a little bit later will be attending next quarter's training.
And this is up to the contractor to do voluntarily, and if he wants to continue to work with WG.
Actually, yes, it's a voluntary thing, but if they don't attend and they're not trained, they cannot be certified, therefore WG won't use them.
Quality control.
Yes.
There you go. You guys attend a lot of shows every year, I understand worldwide.
Yes.
Can you give us a flavor for what those shows are, which ones you attend, and so on?
Well, we'll be doing the two big shows here in the United States, which is the NRF and the RILA. But also we'll be attending shows in the Middle East, in Asia, and Canada. Well, yeah, we attend shows. Wherever there's a good show, we'll attend it.
Okay, can you talk about what differentiates WG from the competitors?
Yes. WG is a turnkey solution provider for the EAS industry. And what sets us aside from our competitors is that we do everything in-house. From the conception, the R&D, we have a couple of hundred engineers that continuously work on our product line. The design, we have an industrial design company that we own that designs our products. We then have our, if it needs UL, CE, TUV, PSC, depending on what part of the world that we're selling in, we do the regulatory for that. And we're one of just a couple of companies globally that we have our own regulatory chamber.
That's a significant investment.
Yeah, it's a huge investment, but what it allows us to do, it allows us to take a product and test it and test it and tune it and test it, rather than keep going to the CE or TUV themselves. They come out and they calibrated all of our system and they gave us training, and then we take it as far as we can, and then we send it to a certified regulatory house, and they'll give us our CE, UL, TUV certification.
And this kind of allows you to take these different branches or different companies, put them together at the top, and have a shared services concept in passing on the economies of scale savings to the retailer buying the product.
Yeah, there is a huge savings because our speed to market is much quicker because we do everything in-house, because we're responsible for our own success. It gives us the motivation to take a product, take a board, test it in the chamber, and get that to market as soon as possible. The world today is changing so quickly, and as soon as you have a solution to stop someone from stealing, the thieves have the solution to get around your solution to stop them from stealing. So it's a continuous game. In order for us to stay on the front of this, we believe that we need to have full control and do everything in-house. The only thing that WG does not provide are the raw materials, the coppers, the magnetic materials. The rest of it we do in-house. We have tooling engineers, we make our own tools, we have a tooling shop, production lines, robotics, everything we do in-house.
How many people in the total WG family, so to speak?
In the WG family is about 2,300 people, direct employees, and the rest are business partners throughout the world. So depending on the size of the company, will depend upon how many people fall under the WG umbrella.
You know, given the tough economy, I mean, and from your own perspectives, you know, what do you see in the future? What do you see in retail? What do you see in the economy over the next year or so? And what do you see with WG? What are some of your opinions there?
Well, I think we made great strides this last year in 2011, and I think we only see it building in 2012 and 2013. I think a growing number of LP executives see that we are quality oriented, that we care about them in terms of providing the proper service, and so we'll start to make those inroads in what has been a one company monopoly for so long. So I think that as we continue to provide the innovation that Graham just mentioned, and provide what the customer needs, let me give you an example of what the customer needs. We had a customer tell us that they'd like a deactivator at a certain size because of their counter. And what we then did is we designed the deactivator, We manufactured the activator and brought it to the U.S. and used it, plugged it into his countertop in 4 weeks. Another 3 weeks, we were able to make another 200 of them, and now he's got several hundred that he's got available that he can just plug and play when one of his deactivators fails. Nobody else can do that, and that's really really the heart of what we're trying to do, and succeeding at it.
Which speaks to Graham's comment about delivery of product quick to market, fast to market. Mm-hmm. Anything that you'd like to comment on as it relates to the future and what you see and predict?
I wish I could predict the future. I'd buy a lotto ticket.
Actually, if you could predict the future, you wouldn't buy a lottery ticket.
I don't see a change in the respect that the customers, they want more for less. That's always going to be there. It's our challenge to give the customer more for less. And so how we're approaching that is, as I'd mentioned earlier, on the service side. We have a new product that's coming out beginning of next quarter that will change this industry on the service side of things. It's going to be an awesome, awesome product, and we're very excited about that. We still continue down the path of trying to reduce costs, but as we all know that the raw materials keep increasing and labor costs keep increasing, yet the product price stays the same or is asked to be reduced. So we continue down that path, but what we try to do here is to separate ourselves from most of the world that produce EAS products and give a high level security product, whether it be on the RFID side, on the 4-alarm tagging side, or just simply with an EAS tag. We have a few tags that we've released that, from our opinion, separate ourselves from what's on the market. We're not just a tag and a pin. It uses 2 halves. It's very difficult to get in. We added the ink element to it. So we're always trying to do one better on ourselves. So going forward, I can see higher quality products, lower cost products, better service at a better rate.
Excellent answer, Graham. And I appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us today, both you and Ed.
Thank you.
It was very informative about your organization. We'd also like to thank you for helping to sponsor today's broadcast here at LORCA. Obviously, you know, WG is known for its innovation, and LPNN is also known to be innovating in the industry from a standpoint of delivering this news and information via this vehicle. So we appreciate your sponsorship and look forward to working with you in the future. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Gus.
Thank you for having us.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for this session of the LP News Network. We hope it was informative and educational for you. And until next time, remember, it's all about the partnerships you develop in those stores that makes you successful. Thanks for listening.